today's lesson I'm going to teach you how to correct and conceal to create a flawless look. There's two particular brushes that I would recommend, and that is a flat brush like this, and then your round blending brush. And then it's brilliant to have another one of the round blending brushes like I have right here to apply the powder. You can also use your fingers as well, as long as they're warm, because the heat from the fingertips basically helps the product to apply well, blend well underneath your eyes and on any areas where you want to conceal. Otherwise, if you do not want to use your fingers, you can use your brushes. There's one that I got throughout the wedding time, and this is the Double Wear Concealer, shade Warm Medium, and it's a bit orangey. The tone is a bit orangey for my skin tone, so this is perfect. If you can find something that has a bit of an orangey tone or an orange tone to it, that's perfect, because it's not a huge amount of this that you use, and remember, you're only using this in the darker areas, so this is perfect. The other one that I also use time to time, but a lot more on my clients, this is by Kryolan, and it's the Orange Corrector, and it's in shade 303 for those who are wondering. And this is wonderful. You can use this as well, or you can use this, or if you have any other product which is an orangey base, you can use that. An orange, salmon or apricot base, you can use any of them and it would work perfectly well. I've got a clean blending brush here. Make sure it is clean and it has no products in. I'm going to be using the Double Wear Concealer in Warm Medium, and the way I apply it, and you need to make sure your skin is moisturised, your face is moisturised, you need to make sure your under eyes are also prepped as well, make sure they are moisturised. With this particular concealer, it stays and it sits in place, so you need to make sure your under eyes are moisturised, because if they are a tad bit dry, this may show up. So I'm going to take my round blending brush. I've already applied the concealer, so I'm not sure if you can tell in the camera, it's a bit orangey. So taking the round blending brush, I'm going to just blend this out, and I'm using circular motions or side to side motions to blend this out. So the same applies wherever you've got redness. Now I'm not going to do it all over, because to be honest with you, I do not do it all over. I just do it in the areas where I really feel like it needs correcting and covering. Again, using your round blending brush, and just go over it. Now keeping in mind, I haven't got any foundation on at the moment, so it will look an odd tone to the rest of my face. The next step is to apply your foundation. The foundation I'm wearing is a L'Oreal True Match in Fresh Beige 4.5. I'm going to now apply my concealer. The concealer reason is the Instant Age Rewind concealer in the shade Medium and Neutralizer. So you need to give it a good twist. Now your corrector, you need to make sure, especially if it's a liquid, you need to make sure that that has actually set for a while. It's been on your under eyes, you've done your foundation, let it sit for a while, let it just calm down a bit, because what you don't want is for it to be really damp and then you put in on another product and then it creates a lot of creases, so that's what you don't want. So just make sure it has sit for a while, and then once it has and you feel as though it's a bit dry, then go ahead and apply your concealer. Concealer I am applying directly above, and I'm not taking it so much underneath my eye, I'm just doing a triangle. And that's perfectly fine, because the amount of product I've got on there, I'll be able to blend it in and take it further up. So you can see what difference it makes. It's so much brighter from this side. So taking the Neutralizer, give it a good twist. I'm going to put this on the highest point and all that'll do is just brighten it up. So as that sits and it dries, I'll show you a quick tip, a quick trick or a tip. So using the same concealer, as long as it's slightly brighter, you can highlight your face, so down the nose, above the eyebrows, and do a few dots on your chin. You can take it on the sides of your mouth as well, and just blend this out. And all it does, it gives you an instant lift. I've taken the clean round blending brush, so the second one I had. I'm going to take some powder, so whatever setting powder you use, take that, and you're going to pat your brush into the powder, tapping off the excess. We don't blow on the brush, we don't want germs. Starting from the outer side instead of the inner side, so start from the outer, swirling it going inwards. So this is the finished look once it's corrected and concealed. Now on the side I put my corrector, but my foundation acts as a concealer, so I don't necessarily have to go over any of the blemishes with a concealer. Not unless I had like darker blemishes where the concealer, where the foundation and corrector couldn't sort out together, then I'd have to put a concealer on top of the foundation. So in my case, I'm perfectly fine. So have a play around with what you've got. Don't feel like you have to go out and actually get a corrector, because sometimes, like the double wear concealer I've got, it's a concealer, it's not a corrector. So sometimes there are products out there that have more of an orangey tone. You just have to search and find and have a go. Like ask for samples if you can get samples, and have a play around and see if they help. But I hope this has helped you guys. For more makeup lessons, please do subscribe. Do leave comments down below. Let me know how you think my lessons are going. And if you have anything that you'd love to learn, then do leave comments down below. And I shall see you guys soon. Bye.